Good morning and welcome to UATV. Today is the SNAP Parliamentary Elections Day here in Ukraine, and UATV is watching closely all the events. This special bulletin we're holding at the walls of the Central Election Commission will keep a close eye on all the events connected with the parliamentary elections, so please stay tuned with UATV. And first this hour we go to our correspondent Olha Mykhaliuk, who is working inside the Central Election Commission. So, hello Olga, can you update us on the latest?
Hello, Tonya. Polling stations should have opened for 2 hours. 2 hours ago. We'll find out if all of them started work on time or if there were any violations. We'll know it at 11 during the press briefing of Tatiana Slipachuk, the head of Ukraine's Central Election Commission. But for now, we have prepared an infographic explaining why the election is taking place now, but not on October 27th, as it was planned earlier. So let's take a look. The SNAP parliamentary elections are being held in Ukraine today. They were announced after the sixth president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, took office. On May 20th, during his inauguration speech in parliament, he announced that he dissolves the 8th convocation of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine. On the very next day, after consulting with the leaders of parliamentary factions, the president signed a decree on the dissolution of the Verkhovna Rada and set the day for the SNAP election, July 21, 2019. According to the president, the legal basis for this was the absence of a parliamentary coalition since 2016, as well as low level of citizens' trust in the institution. The survey held by the Razumkov Center in February showed that the level of Ukrainians' confidence in the parliament did not exceed 12%. Their colleagues from the Kyiv International Institute of Sociology conducted their own survey in December. Their result was 8%. According to the Constitution, SNAP parliamentary elections are held within 60 days from the date of publication of the decision on early dissolution of the parliament. The current legislation on elections in Ukraine states that the parliament is elected using a mixed electoral system. Half of the candidates are chosen from the closed party lists, the other half from constituencies. The entry barrier is 5% of the votes. The parliament consists of 450 MPs. However, back in 2014, after Russia annexed Crimea and began the aggression in eastern Ukraine, part of the single-member districts were occupied. There are 10 districts in Crimea and 2 in Sevastopol, 9 districts in the Donetsk region, 6 districts in Luhansk region. In 2019, 424 deputies will be elected to the Verkhovna Rada. The number of registered candidates is hundreds of times more, 5,984. There are 22 parties running for parliament in the nationwide multi-member constituency. They have 2,764 people in their lists. As for 199 single-member districts, 3,220 candidates are running there. 1,447 people were nominated by political parties. 1,773 persons are self-nominees. On average, the competition is 13 people per seat. The number of the list were determined by drawing lots. The Central Election Commission has printed more than 63 million ballot papers. They differ in colors and size. Ballot papers for single-member constituencies differ depending on the number of candidates. Up to 6 candidates, 20 by 20 centimeters, up to 11 candidates, 20 by 30 centimeters, up to 18 20 by 40 centimeters up to 33 candidates, 20 by 60 centimeters up to 50, 20 by 80 centimeters, and the longest up to 60, 20 by 90 centimeters. The shortest list in a constituency in the city of Khmelnytsky features 5 candidates. The longest one consists of 46 names. In single-member districts, the candidate who receives the most votes wins. If 2 candidates get the same amount of votes, the second round of voting is held. It should take place no later than 2 weeks after the Central Election Commission decided that the second round is necessary. The Central Election Commission needs to announce the official results for the election no later than on the 15th day since the voting, by August 5th. By August 10th, the results should be published in the official press. According to the Constitution, the Parliament should hold its first session no later than on the 30th day after the results of the election are officially announced, which is by September 9th, 2019. However, according to the President's party, it is planned to hold the session in August. It may take place on August 24th and be dedicated to Ukraine's Independence Day. So, Tonya, that's all what I have for now. All the latest data from Central Election Commission in our next news bulletin. Back to you, Tonya.
Thank you so much, Olha. That was Olha Mykhaliuk with the latest updates from the Central Election Commission. Now we go to our correspondent Natalia Chekotun, who is currently at one of the polling stations here in Kyiv. So hello, Natalia, and let us know what is the current turnout so far.
Hello, Tanya. Voting at this polling station here in Kyiv is currently underway with 2,453 people registered to vote in favor of 1 out of 22 parties. This polling station opened at 8 a.m. Kyiv time and is going to operate until 8 p.m. The procedure is quite simple. Voters just take 2 ballots and go to one out of these booths over there. There is also one voting booth for people with disabilities. After choosing their candidates, voters cast their ballots over here. Despite it's being like that early, some voters came and voted. For example, we met here one woman who is going on vacation today, but still she came like at 8 a.m. Kyiv time. Let's listen to her.
I'm leaving for vacation in an hour. That's why I came so early. Every election is important.
I will vote and then I have to go to work. We're hoping for the best, no matter who wins.
I believe that a young team will come and we won't have what we had before.
I must add that the law and order are ensured today by the National Guard, the National Police, as well as border guards. In addition, Ukrainian air support is also involved, and in 2 hours President Volodymyr Zelensky is also expected to cast his ballot at this very polling station. As a reminder, it was his decision to dissolve the parliament of the 9th convocation, so he announced a snap election during his inauguration speech. And speaking about turnout, as of now it is unknown because it will be announced just at 11 a.m. That's all we have for you this hour. Back to you, Tanya.
Thank you so much, Natalia. That was UATV correspondent Natalia Chekotun reporting from one of the polling stations here in Kyiv, where people are voting at the snap parliamentary elections today.